English reading, compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. Today we will be practicing the reading skill, compare and contrast. Or we will be telling how people or things are same. Same means you are comparing, and how they are different. Different means contrasting. So compare means you will find out the similarities or something same, and contrast means you will find out what is different. Now look at the two faces here. Let's first compare them. When you compare these two faces, what do you see same? They both have a circular face. They both have two eyes. And then they have a mouth as well. So these are the similarities. These are same. Let's contrast. When you contrast, you are looking for details that are different. Now what is different here? This face is blue and the other face is green. So the color is different. And the first face has a smiley face, and the next or the second face has a sad face. So these are the differences. Now we have compared and contrasted the two faces. In this story, you will see how two characters are same or different. Look at the picture here. There are two girls. They are twins. One is Dora and the other is Elena. Look at Dora and Elena. They have curly hair. Now I am comparing. They have curly hair and they are wearing the same blouse. Let's contrast. One girl has long hair and the other has short. The first girl here in the picture is wearing bows and the other is wearing a cap. Now let's read the story to find out more about Dora and Elena. Read the story, find out how two sisters are alike and different. Here, alike means you are comparing, different means contrast. Let's read. Dora and Elena are twins. They are in the first grade. They both have brown eyes. They both have dark hair. But their hair is not the same. Dora has long hair. She likes to wear bows. Elena's hair is short. She wears hats more than bows. Okay? Now, I will read the story again. You have to give a thumbs up when you hear how Dora and Elena are the same, and a thumbs down when you hear how they are different. Thumbs up for similarities, thumbs down for differences. Dora and Elena are twins, so it is similar. They both are twins, so that is thumbs up. They are in the first grade. Thumbs up. They both have brown eyes. They both have dark hair. But their hair is not the same. Now this is not the same, means it's different. So thumbs down. Dora has long hair. She likes to wear bows. Elena's hair is short. She wears hats more than bows. Okay, so now we found out the similarities and differences between two characters who are Elena and Dora. Let's read the questions and underline the correct answer. Question number 1. Fill in the circle next to the correct answer. How are Dora and Elena alike? How are Dora and Elena alike? Alike means same. They have short hair. They have short hair both? No. They have brown eyes. They like to wear hats. So the answer is they have brown eyes. Number 2. How are Dora and Elena different? Dora is in first grade, but Elena is not. Dora has long hair, but Elena does not. Dora has dark hair, but Elena does not. So, which is the correct statement which says that Dora and Elena are different? Dora has long hair, but Elena has short. So you can color this circle or underline. Number 3. What is the same about Dora and Elena? They both have short hair. They both are in first grade. They both wear hats. They both are in first grade. Look back at the story. Circle a word rhymes with hair. Circle a word rhymes with hair. So what are the words that rhymes with hair? Wear. You have a word here called wear. So hair rhymes with wear. This is called a Venn diagram. How do we draw a Venn diagram? First, you draw a circle. Here like in orange, the orange circle. First you draw a circle. Then you draw another circle overlapping the orange circle. Can you see here the blue circle? It's inside the orange circle, right? So when you draw two circles like this, you get three parts. That is, this is the first part, this is the second part, and this is the third part. Now remember the story of Dora and Elena. So if you will write about Dora, you will write about Dora in the first part, because this part is Dora's. This part is Dora's. And then if you are writing about Elena, you will write in the third part, because this is Elena's area, Elena's place. So you will write all the information about Elena here. Then what will you write in the second part? In the second part, this area belongs to Dora as well as Elena. So you write information about Dora and Elena which are same, similar details. Different details that are for Dora are written on the first part, and the different details of Elena are written in the third part. The similarities or the same details are written in the second part. Now look here. What are the similarities of Dora and Elena? We know that Dora and Elena are twins, right? So you will write the word twins here in the second part. Then we know Dora and Elena, they both are in the first grade. So we write first grade in the second part because this area belongs to Dora and Elena. And then we read that Dora and Elena have brown eyes. So you write brown eyes in the second part. Dora and Elena have dark hair. So then dark hair belongs to both. So I'm going to write it over here. So what do we write in the first part and in the third part? In the first part, we are going to write about Dora. Dora has long hair, so I'm going to write it here. Dora wears bows, so I'm going to write it here. In Elena's area, we are going to write about Elena. That is the third part. Elena has short hair. Elena wears caps. Okay, so the first part is for the first person and the second part is for both, and the third part is for the third person. Third person or third thing can be anything. In the first story, we did compare and contrast between two people. Now look at the picture here. Some stories tell us how two things are the same or compare and how they are different or contrast. Now here in the picture you see two characters that are animals. They are the main characters. One is Tom and the other is Jerry. Now let's read the story to see how Tom and Jerry are same and different. Read the story, find ways that two pets are the same and different. Tom and Jerry are pets. They both live in the same house. Tom is a big yellow dog. He plays tug with a toy. Jerry is a little black cat. He likes to get bugs, but Tom does not. Tom goes for rides in the car, but Jerry stays home. They both like to rest in the sun. Now I'll read the story again and you will listen and give thumbs up if the statements are same and thumbs down if they are different. Tom and Jerry are pets. So that's same, right? So thumbs up. They both live in the same house. Tom is a big yellow dog. He plays tug with a toy. Jerry is a little black cat. He likes to get bugs. So this is different. So thumbs down. But Tom does not. Tom goes for rides in the car, but Jerry stays home. They both like to rest in the sun. Now we have found out the similarities and the differences between the two pets, Tom and Jerry. Let's read the questions and answer them. Circle or fill in the circle next to the correct answer. What is the same about Tom and Jerry? They both ride in the car. They both are yellow. They both are pets. So, same means similarities. What is similar here? They both are pets. Number 2. How is Tom like Jerry? How is Tom like Jerry? Like Jerry means again similarities. Both pets rest in the sun. Tom is black. Tom likes bugs. So both pets rest in the sun. 3. How are Tom and Jerry different? Jerry rides in the car, but Tom does not. Jerry is a pet, but Tom is not. Jerry likes bugs, but Tom does not. So how are Tom and Jerry different? Here in the story it says, Tom goes for rides in the car. Here it says, Jerry rides in the car. So the first statement is wrong. Jerry is a pet, but Tom is not. No, Tom is also a pet. Jerry likes bugs, but Tom does not. So in the story it says, Jerry is a little black cat. He likes to get bugs. So Jerry likes to get bugs, but Tom does not. So C is the answer. Let's do the last one. Look back at the story. Circle 3 words that end with the same sound as bug. 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 So what are the 3 words that ends with the sound as ug? So we have one here, big. Big and bug are same. They have the same ending sound. Dog. And then you have the word tug. So the 3 words are big, dog and tug. Now let's draw the Venn diagram for Tom and Jerry. So this first area is for Tom. The second area is for Tom and Jerry. And the third area is for Jerry only. So we know Tom is a big yellow dog. Tom plays tug with a toy. Tom goes for a ride. And Jerry is a little black cat, likes to get bugs, stays home. What are the similarities? They are both pets, they both live in the same home, and they both like to rest in the sun. This is our third story. Here we will read about sun and the moon, how the sun and the moon are alike and how they are different, or how they compare and contrast. Can you think of the words that you would come across in the story that means similarities and differences? Words that help you to identify the similarities and differences. Yes, we have learnt the words both, alike, same, like. These words tell us that they are same. And words like does not, not, these words says that they are not the same or they are different. Now let's read to find out the similarities and the differences. Read the story find out how the sun and the moon are alike and different. The sun and the moon are in the sky. They both are far, far away, but they are not the same. The moon is mostly rock. It does not make light like the sun does. People have walked on the moon. The sun is a very hot star. You can feel the heat it makes. People cannot go to the sun. They would melt. See the words not, both, same. These words, they help us to identify the similarities and the differences between two objects. Now let's read the story again and answer the questions. The sun and the moon are in the sky. They both are far, far away, but they are not the same. The moon is mostly rock. It does not make light like the sun does. People have walked on the moon. The sun is a very hot star. You can feel the heat it makes. People cannot go to the sun. They would melt. Fill in the circle next to the correct answer. How are the sun and the moon alike? Alike means same. They are stars. They are very far away. They make light. So here it says they both are far, far away. So they both are far, far away. The answer is B. Next question. How is the moon different from the sun? The moon is a hot star, but the sun is not. Moon is a hot star. It's wrong, right? The moon is close by, but the sun is not. No, they are far, far away. The moon is mostly rock, but the sun is not. So C is the answer. Next question. How is the sun different from the moon? How is the sun different from the moon? The sun makes light, but the moon does not. People have gone to the sun, but not to the moon. Can you go to the sun? No. The sun is in the sky, but the moon is not. So the answer is the sun makes light, but the moon does not. Last question. Circle the word that has the same vowel sound you hear in the word light. Light. Now what is the vowel letter here? I, right? The sound is I. Light. Let's find out the word that has the same vowel sound. It. Here the letter I has the E sound. It. Then you have sky, I sound. Twin, E, twin. And dog. So which word that has the same vowel sound you hear in light? I. Sky, right? They have the same sound as in vowel I. Light, I, lie, sky. Good. Now we know how to draw a Venn diagram and write details there, right? So this Venn diagram is for the sun and the moon. So you will write details about sun here in the first part. In the second part, you will write all the similar details of the sun and the moon. And in the third part, you will write only about moon. Okay, this is our last story. Read the story. Remember facts about the jobs a mom and dad do. Remember facts about the jobs a mom and dad do. This story tells about a mom and dad who have jobs. They both have jobs. So let's read and find out what do they do. Mom and dad both have jobs. They work during the day. Their jobs are not the same. Dad makes toys out of wood. He has a big room in our home. That room is his workshop. Mom has to drive to work. She works at a store. She sells books. She sells books. So, mom and dad both have jobs. They work during the day. Their jobs are not the same, so that is different. Dad makes toys out of wood. He has a big room in our home. That room is his workshop. So dad works in their home. Mom has to drive to work. She works at a store. She sells books. But mom works at a store. She doesn't work at their home like their father. Yeah? So fill in the circle next to the correct answer. What is the same about mom and dad? They both work at a store. They both work at home. They both work during the day. So what is same? They both work during the day. How is mom's job different from dad's job? Mom works at home, but dad does not. Mom drives to her job, but dad does not. Mom works at night, but dad does not. So mom drives to her job, but dad does not. Why? Because he works in their home. 3. How is dad's job different from mom's? How is dad's job different from mom's? Dad works at a store, but mom does not. Dad drives to a workshop, but mom does not. Dad works at home, but mom does not. So, how is dad's job is different from mom's? Dad works at home, but mom does not. The last one, circle the words that has the same O sound as job, or job. So which word has the same sound? Like in job, or toy, home, shop, room. Toy, job, ob, toy, oi, home, o, shop, o, op, room. So circle the word that has the same O sound. Job, shop. This is the Venn diagram for the final reading material. In the first part, you will write about mom. In the second part, you will write about mom and dad. And in the third part, you will write only about dad. So this is how your notebook will look. You will write class work here and the date. You can write today's date here. Topic is compare and contrast. Yellow, students will be able to read, to compare, contrast and answer 3 or more questions. K, what do I know? I know to use the reading rubrics. What do I want to know? To compare and contrast. CCL or cross-curricular link, daily life or second life. Keywords, you can write the new words that you learned in the lesson. So what did we learn today? We learned to read, to compare and contrast. Compare means finding out similarities. Contrast means finding out differences. And also we learn to use the information in a Venn diagram. So I will see you with another lesson. Until then, take care.